Now, the National Senior Citizen Center has engaged government agencies, officials and representatives of community leaders ahead of its program targeted at increasing income generation for older citizens. The Director General, NSCC, Omokaro, during a consultation meeting yesterday in Abuja, explained that the new initiatives would map out all indigenous crafts and livelihood ventures engaged by the older persons across the nation and provide market strategies for them to make livelihood. Benedict Uko has more.
80% of older citizens are said to be living in rural areas. To harness their potential, the National Senior Citizen Center is set to flag off one of its programs, Grandmother Arise for Good project, that will identify indigenous crafts and livelihood ventures engaged by the older persons across the nation and provide market strategies for them. The Director General NSCC, Omokaro, during the consultation meeting today in Abuja, explained how the initiative will address challenges and modalities that need to be employed in sourcing funds for older persons.
The Grandmothers Arise for Good initiative is to acknowledge older people, acknowledge that older women are assets specifically, and then to enter a community and then engage the community, the rural fathers, engage the older women in the community, engage the local government, and then bring the relevant sectors. For instance, we bring water resources, the WASH, we bring health insurance, anything that has to do with quality of life, so that once we empower them in the area of their assets, for instance, subsistence farmers, we find out the indigenous crop that they are interested in. We ensure that we give them good seedlings, and then we ensure that we, mainstream them into social assistance. And then the WASH, like you have heard, is going to bring ensure water and sanitation, health promotion. So it's a sector-wide intervention driven by NSCC. And we're not only interested in their production of these economic crops, we're interested in the value chains, the processing that they will bring, and then of course also interested in getting off-takers. So we are interested in empowering them, enhancing their capacity, financial inclusion, and then the marketing.
The Director General, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDEN, represented by Yinka Fisher, spoke about the agency's plans to facilitate programs including grants for older citizens.
What NSCC is trying to do is to bring up the elderly and make them productive, and then be able to have long, sustainable life, and then be able to impact to the economy. Where SMEDEN will come in on this platform is on the area of capacity, and see a way of making sure that some of the elderly know what it is to be an entrepreneur. We are going to see them through the process, and at the end of the day, lead them to source of finance. One thing that SMEDEN does not do is that we don't give the finance directly. We facilitate finance. We link them to the source of what? Finance. So that at the end of the day, whatever they want to do, they'll be able to move to the next level.
The representative of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Niger Delta Affairs, Emmanuel Metuagan Ogude, and the representative of FCT Social Welfare spoke about their areas of partnerships and how it will be a beneficiary to older citizens.
Should not abandon these grandmothers. The grandmothers can be brought in, the elderly will be brought in. Let's start learning from them so that the things that they know will not get extincted. And they too can create employment for people too, because some of them at 60, 65, they are still very strong. At 70, they are still strong. Remember too that age has nothing to do with health, because at times the older you get, the more you get knowledge, the more you get the strength to do things. With my office partnering with the NSCC, we'll be able to go a long way to get this thing impacted on.
The FCT, for some time now, I will say, has not done so well for the senior citizens, but we have plans on ground right now to ensure that in this 2023 going forward, that senior citizens are cared for.
The meeting is expected to give broader perspectives on the issues of the senior citizens in Nigeria and address the life expectancy of the populace. It also has potential for revenue generation for government in the long run.